Hi. How are you guys doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Stacy, and on this channel we talk about everything holistic and healing and body, mind, spirit, like it's all there. Esoteric stuff will come. You may have seen some shadow work stuff that I've been doing. So anyway, today, I want to talk about healing your inner child. And to do that, it's really, really easy. So you can meditate and go in and talk to your inner child, and that works. Or you can do some form of like play, dance, something that your child self would have done. Like even coloring works for me. Dancing works for me because I used to dance a lot when I was a kid. Even though I was never that great at it, but I still love it. And what's really funny is I'm doing my whole like schedule here. Like this is all like what I'm going to be doing. And I'm actually going to schedule Fridays as like play days. Fridays or Saturdays. Saturdays might be more play days. Those are going to be like family adventure days too. So I am scheduling play days and family adventure days for me and my 14-year-old son. So on that note, to heal your inner child, you have to let your inner child be expressive. Like, let him or her come out and just express how they feel. Express your emotions. Express who you are inside. And to heal that, you have to be compassionate because some of our inner children are deeply wounded. Some of us have core trauma that extends back to childhood. Some of us even birth. And what I found out to heal my inner child, and this actually worked recently, was to have a conversation with a person that I perceived to have hurt me as a child and abandoned me and neglect me and reject me. And doing that helped me heal my inner wounds because I had never talked to my father like that. I had never heard his side of the story before. And in doing that, I healed a lot of my inner wounds because he didn't intentionally abandon me. And you always have to hear both sides of the story. Next person I want to talk to is also going to deal with a inner child wound of not wanting confrontation. I'm probably going to have to speak to my mom. I love you, Mama, and what I have to say is not to ever hurt you. I will let you know in person because video is not cool. It's just not cool. Anyway, to the two people that consistently watch my videos, thank you. Thank you. One of them is probably my mom. And thank you. Please, please, please understand that healing your inner child may not happen in one day. More than likely it's not. See, I have been working on this for a long time. Like, we're talking years. And the reason why it looks like it may have happened in one day is because I basically worked up the courage to have that conversation. And then after that conversation, I sat with it. And I meditated. And I healed her even more. Because I let her tell me what she needed. And while I was meditating in my meditation / like vision dream, whatever you want to say, I actually got my inner child out of the corner that she hides in a closet, and I hugged her and I told her she was loved, and she melted into me. And I still have core trauma wounds because things that have happened in my life other than, what I had talked to my father about. And I'm working on those because some of the people that I have core trauma wounds with are deceased. So I can't really have those conversations with them, even though I do have those conversations with them, because on an esoteric level, even though they are deceased and no longer on this plane of existence, it does not mean that they cannot hear me when I speak. And this time they have no choice but to hear me, because they can't chime in as often as they wish they could. So, on that note, sometimes your inner wounds are so traumatic that you keep reliving that trauma over and over in your life. So, what happens then is that trauma is basically sent to you as a wake-up call. And that wake-up call is basically, hey, stop treating yourself like a piece of crap and continuing this cycle over and over again. And that could be in any kind of relationship, even how you think about yourself, how you speak to yourself or to other people. These are cycles that can repeat over and over and over in your life. And you have to understand deep down, to break these cycles, to end this cycle of pain and self-hate or whatever it was, you have to first recognize that it's a cycle. Then you have to recognize the things about it that maybe you can change this cycle. And if you can change it by speaking to someone, then have that conversation. If you can change it by doing the inner work, then do that inner work. If you can't change it and you can't break that cycle, it's time to break it by letting it go. And that's the hardest part of breaking the cycle. The hardest part of breaking a cycle, a negative cycle in your life, is going to actually be letting it go. Because a lot of us over the years and years and years have held on to these cycles as a belief system, as a way of being. And to let that way of being go is like you're killing yourself. And it's gonna hurt. And it's gonna be painful. And you're gonna get through it. Because that pain, honey, that pain doesn't last. No emotion is static. It's not completely like locked in. It's not a definite emotion. Your emotions change from day to day, minute, hour to hour, minute to minute, second to second. Your emotions fluctuate. They go like this. They do this. And they're meant to do that. Because, honey, we live in a fluid world. Time is really not linear. It's more fluid. And the way that we perceive reality really has to do with our thoughts. The way that we think affects everything around us, from our state of being to our environment to even the way we interact with society or the way we interact with the people in our lives. Our thoughts have the power to create the way we perceive reality and therefore create our reality. It's not law of attraction. It's simple science. Even science will tell you if you think badly about yourself, your chemistry changes. If you were abused in your life at a young age, your brain neuron pathways are different. If you had so much trauma go on in your life, your chemistry was literally disrupted. Now you have to reprogram those neurons. You have to reprogram your chemistry. You have to take out all that negative drama and bullshit and reprogram the way that you see yourself. It's very simple. It's not even law of attraction stuff, even though it does come under that definition a lot of the time. But really, the way you think is the way you're going to see everything around you. And you alone have the ability to create your reality. And you'll see that over time. So let your inner child heal and let your inner child play. Let your inner child be in the forefront for a little while, because the only way to heal is to express. So go on, express, be you, be whoever you are, and love yourself. Love that inner child. Love yourself and heal that heart. I love you, and I wish you nothing but the best. Have a great one. Peace.